Sam, stop playing Pokemon.
I'm about to catch Mega Gengar. I just lost against Mega Gengar.
Well, we are recording, so you can...
God damn it. Game over. All right, well, this is welcome to another Geek Out commentary. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
And we're continuing our little Halloween horror month with Sleepy Hollow. This is Josh's pick. Josh, you want to fill us in on why you dig the movie so much?
Certainly. We get a bizarre Johnny Depp performance.
Certainly.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I'll just see myself out. Thanks, guys, for having me.
Leave the deep Blu-ray, though.
No.
Oh,
Damn it.
No commentary this week, guys.
Go back to playing Pokemon, Sam.
But yeah,
Late.
Yeah, too late. Yeah, as soon as you get off the mic.
we get a Edward Scissorhands esque performance from Depp without, thankfully, it being Edward Scissorhands.
Whoa, you saying that Edward Scissorhands wasn't great?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Ouch.
Fight me on it.
Ouch.
Big whoop.
Shots
Want to
fired.
fight about it?
Fight about it.
I think I just burped with the mic. I'm sorry. That was gross.
Tim Burton, my favorite Batman director.
Yeah, represent.
Should be everyone's favorite Batman director.
And Christopher Walken, my favorite Headless Horseman. Well,
Actually, my favorite Headless Horseman is Ray Park.
oh.
Who's also the Headless Horseman in this movie. The actual
Yes.
Headless Horseman.
Who plays the Headless Horseman on Sleepy Hollow?
Does he show up a lot? Because the Headless
He's
Horseman.
back now.
Because the Headless Horseman is like the most metal thing.
No, at one
ever.
point they do show you who he was within the continuity of the show, but I can't remember the actor.
Headless Horseman's so cool.
Just because his performance is so much better when you actually don't find out he actually was someone of significance.
Well, but like, do you know the actor?
No, I'm drawing a blank on it right now,
Okay,
unfortunately.
well, I'm looking it up.
I would assume it'd be a stuntman, kind of like.
No, when they show with the face, he's someone of importance from the show.
No, I know, but I mean like when he's like the Headless Horseman.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely stunt
You
person.
don't have to have acting chops to be the Headless Horseman. Not saying it doesn't take skill.
Fun
Yeah.
fact.
Stuntmen are awesome.
Fun fact, you know who used to live in Sleepy Hollow, New York?
Who?
Pete Holmes.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Who had a great show until Sam never watched it.
Sorry, Pete. Love your podcast, though.
I was about to say, he's the guy that makes it weird, doesn't he?
Yes,
Yeah.
He does.
You made it
no,
weird.
you make it weird.
you made it
Oh.
weird.
Yeah.
So on the show Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman riding and Headless Horseman horseback are both credited to Craig Bronham.
Craig T. Nelson from
Yes.
Coach?
Yeah. Just keep naming off Craigs.
Craig
But
Kilborn?
but the Headless Horseman / Headless Horseman weapons is credited to Jeremy Owens.
Jeremy Irons?
Yes.
Yes.
Jeremy Piven?
Yes, both of them.
Ugh.
Gross.
Yeah.
Jeremy Piven sucks.
Yeah, Jeremy
Whoa.
Irons.
Whoa.
Jeremy
Any
Irons.
thoughts on
I
on
love
Sleep?
Smoking Aces.
Yeah, but because of Jeremy Piven?
No, because of Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Serendipity because of Jeremy Piven? No.
No.
Because of Kate Beckinsale.
I
and John
didn't
Cusack.
like Entourage.
Because of Jeremy.
Partially, yeah.
Yeah, take that.
There was like that, there was like I feel like there was like a 2-season period where everyone was like, Jeremy Piven. And then after that ended, they were like, not Jeremy Piven.
That's right. He's actually a douche.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah.
Back to Sleepy Hollow.
Any of you guys got anything to chime in before we launch into this film?
I'm sorry. I feel like, Chris, you're about to
I
say
was,
something.
but
Do it.
This is my favorite rendition of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Next being the Disney cartoon that came out when I was a child.
Love it. Packaged with Wind in the Willows.
Yeah. And then I don't really care for the TV show. But this was great. And this is actually what I kind of jokingly credit as the last great Tim Burton movie.
Mm-hmm.
Although kind of seriously.
I would not go that far, but I do remember around the movie theater here, the local movie theater, the Center for Multiplex. I guess it's be revamped now. It looks very new. But they had like posters everywhere. The Heads Will Roll banners all over the place with all the characters. And I, was younger, so I don't think I was allowed to see it. I don't remember. But either way, I just knew Tim Burton was involved, Johnny Depp was involved, and the image of the Headless Horseman is just such a cool image. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
The middle school I went to was Washington Irving Middle School, which is the author of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and our mascot was the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
Yes,
Such
he was.
Such a freaking cool thing.
Yeah, you went to
Yeah.
that school too, right, Josh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, without much further ado, Chris, start us off.
So we have the Blu-ray release, but you should be fine watching it on whatever media you have. We have the movie started up. The counters are all at 0. I'll give you a countdown and tell you to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
I was talking to Jake about this on the way here. If you think about it, despite his style and his usual subject matter, Tim Burton hasn't directed a whole hell of a lot of straight up horror films.
True.
Like Beetlejuice is, action or horror comedy.
Yeah.
Um,
Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian
yeah.
is just sad.
And may never get made.
He's been trying to make it ever since the first Beetlejuice came out.
Oh, yeah. Give me that sweet Danny Elfman music.
Ooh, Mandalay Bay.
Yep. They also did the production company behind Double Team.
Ooh, I knew I liked them for something. This, not Double Team.
Of course. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. But yeah, this for me is like the most when he embraces horror the most.
And I feel like that movie that came out a little while ago with John Cusack, the Raven.
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
I feel like that was trying to capture what this had.
Yeah, kind of an alternate history.
Yeah.
But unlike this one, it takes the violence and gore one step further than Burton would commit to this one, which makes this, again, one of my favorite films of his.
And also,
to the edge, and I'm about to break.
and also, the Raven was just bad.
Yeah.
It's got Alice Eve,
I don't know who that is off the top of my head.
the blonde lady,
I
in that movie.
And also...
but I don't know who she is elsewhere.
Carol Marcus in Star Trek Into Darkness.
Oh, the one that for no reason got like half naked?
Yep.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And also the Raven reminded us that Baltimore killed Edgar Allan Poe, and I can never forgive Baltimore for that.
I mean, there's so many more things
Yeah.
to hate Baltimore for.
Yeah.
Like
Take
the
that,
Raven.
But that's definitely up there in the top, 5.
Like they're only they have
Yeah.
two redeeming qualities. They have a cool aquarium and the Orioles.
There's Martin Landau, who
Yeah,
of
they
course,
got a cool aquarium, that's about it.
Landau, of course, worked with Tim Burton first on Ed Wood.
I love it.
Got him an Oscar.
Oh yeah,
Right?
he was Lugosi, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pull the string.
Metal.
I've
just
seen
love-
this guy in so
Right?
many other
Yeah.
things.
Probably gonna be saying
Martin Landau?
Yeah, thank you.
Or the
yes.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
No, both
yeah,
actually.
that was Jack Skellington from
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas, which was not directed by
Yeah.
Tim Burton.
Yeah.
But no, Martin
As
Landau.
commonly misconstrued.
Yeah.
Now I'm remembering what X-Files.
yeah, he was in
Mission Impossible, too, the TV series.
he was in the first X-Files movie.
And Mulder's confidant throughout
Nope.
that. Well, just
Or,
the
well,
movie
Yeah,
then?
just the movie.
Uh,
His only appearance is the movie, which I own on Laserdisc.
What's his name? Burton, when he was doing press for this film, said that this film was kind of his love letter to the Hammer horror films he grew up watching.
I love Hammer horror films.
Well, it definitely has that very vividly red blood, and
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. Like especially like Sweeney Todd too. Like Burton plays off the dark and the light.
yeah.
With
Also,
the colors very well.
yeah, a lot of kind of gothic imagery
Yeah.
too.
For a guy who specializes in like gray tones, he's so good with color. Playing with color.
Yeah, picking out what pops.
Mm-hmm. He should have directed Sin City. Actually, that wouldn't be bad.
That's your one perfect shot, by the way. Meanwhile,
I'm back, back in the New York groove.
many years
I'm back,
since
back.
I was here.
Shock me. Wait, different song.
Same utterly insane vocal performance though. Oh shit! It's Johnny.
He's so excited
Yeah.
to burn that body.
This is what, the third time they had worked together at this point? Burton and Johnny Depp?
First being Edward Scissorhands.
And then Ed Wood.
Ed Wood being, number 2.
This would be like the first time that he's not played an Ed.
Yeah.
Ichabod Crane. And I love that this still has like that like subtle form of comedy in it too, because like the silly way that they threw that guy in the clanger there.
Yeah, I don't know if there's hey, look, it's Christopher Lee. Rest in peace.
The most metal man ever.
Keep that up and I'll strike you down with a lightsaber.
I forgot that he didn't have his facial hair in this movie. I feel like this is the oldest I've ever seen him without facial hair.
Yeah.
And like many people, he looks completely different without it.
It's nice hearing Johnny Depp have kind of an accent that's not Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jack Sparrow's fine, but that's become like his default accent for everything, I feel like. Superman for the quest for peace.
That's 2 weeks.
Just had a fortnight's sleep. This.
I love this framing right here where he has the wings behind him.
Mm.
And then he goes flying out with those wings.
Ooh, a cardinal.
State bird of Virginia. And he
You
just
see
eats
it.
it like penguin. Or no, Catwoman. Damn it.
Cardinals are good luck. Red Cardinals. Oh, the movie's
Johnny
called
Depp's
Johnny
in
Depp.
this. We're both jackasses. Christina Ricci has been one of those ladies that I've had like a crush on ever since I was like 9 when Addams Family came out.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
I had a childhood crush on her, and it's just kind of kept going. And I'm okay with that.
They filmed this one in England. Or at least the exteriors.
Yeah, the exterior, like that stuff's great. Looks like they rode the Batman drove in
Yeah.
'89.
Casper Van Dien?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I forgot that
Brom,
he's in
man. But,
I have an autograph from him on my Starship Troopers DVD.
Nice. Yeah, they did some location scouting up in, like, upstate New York, but decided that England would work better.
I like that.
England looks more like upstate New York than
Well,
upstate New York.
Looks nicer as upstate New York than
Have you
upstate
ever
New
been-
York.
Have you ever been to upstate New York?
No, but I have been to England.
Then you can't compare.
No, I can. One's good enough.
Michael Gough is in this?
Oh yeah, that's our Batman '89 reference.
Yeah.
I guess Tim Burton directing this is also our Batman '89
Yeah.
reference, and Danny Elfman scoring it.
And
This
then
one's just got Batman 89 up the ass.
Yeah,
taking the road that
Much
it
like
looks
Sam.
like was in Batman '89 as well.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I was doing some research. This is this along with Bringing Out the Dead were the two last films manufactured on Laserdisc.
Ooh.
Chris.
I know. Hold on. To eBay.
To eBay.
I don't know if I want to get Bringing Out the Dead, but I'll get this on Laserdisc. Well, I've never seen Bringing Out the Dead, so.
I feel like I'd have a very hard time sleeping in a stagecoach.
I was gonna say it must be nice being able to actually fall asleep in something like that.
Yeah.
You see how smooth that ride is?
For me, it's really what makes this film stand a cut above. It really is the production design and the cinematography.
Yeah. Music helps too.
Yeah, I mean it's Elfman.
It's par for the course.
You know what Elfman's score never quite did it for me? Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
It was a weird choice.
I feel like
The
that's the score
Sam
that
Raimi
everyone
Yes.
tries to emulate
Okay.
because he does like the spiders dancing on the webs kind of
Yeah.
thing. Honestly, my favorite Spider-Man score is the Hans Zimmer for Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like the fanfare. They give Spider-Man a fanfare.
Yeah. Everything except for the electro theme.
Oh yeah, he's like whispering.
He just admitted.
I listen. Yeah. I mean, I listened to that soundtrack a lot when I was playing. I forgot what video. I think I was actually playing the Spider-Man game. I listened to
Spider-Man 2 for the 360.
Yeah, and I ended up playing the first one more because the second one's not as good.
Game.
Currently,
not the
no
movie.
one is selling the Sleepy Hollow Laserdisc.
Maybe that's
They are-
the
they are,
thing.
They are selling the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, starring Glenn Close.
Glenn Close.
Yeah.
Huh. Was she a voice in the cartoon and we just don't know it?
Possibly.
Or I animated, I guess you could call it.
It's a great shot. Probably be saying that a lot, along with the term metal
Mm-hmm.
throughout this commentary.
I think the most metal thing. Well, you'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Lee.
Well,
Oh, that's my favorite.
oh.
And then when they go for the night party and it's all like lit up, man. Sorry, boys. Penis is coming out for that one.
Thank God we're in a dark room.
you mean penises are staying out?
Yeah.
We're rocking out with our peens out. What?
Do I detect someone that very few or many years later will be yelling at a young Harry Potter in that scene?
To be fair, most British actors, I think, earn their chops by yelling at a young Harry Potter.
I know that's the only way I can get hard. Yeah.
Casper
Oh.
Van Dien
Yeah.
is not pleased. But
It's
yeah,
Johnny Depp.
Winona Ryder was originally offered the role.
That's I used to have the biggest crush on Winona Ryder.
Yeah, I think the big reason she turned it down is because she used to be engaged to Johnny Depp, and obviously,
Yeah, Wino forever.
yeah.
I think the reason she turned it down is so we could get the wonderful performance of Christina Ricci.
Dude, Christina Ricci kills it.
Yes. And
I mean, I
Winona
think-
realized that.
I think Winona would have been fine. She would have been fine. She made a good what's her name from Beetlejuice?
Lydia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked her in Edward Scissorhands.
But
Mhm.
Lydia's completely different from...
yeah, she is.
What's his name in the background there?
Yeah.
Not this shot. That shot.
Speaking of Beetlejuice...
Yeah, speaking of Beetlejuice.
No, that gentleman...
The fucking Emperor?
No, the one they keep showing in the chair and now it's gone. Very portly gentleman.
Great face acting from one of the masters of it.
Okay, the one on the right. Damn it! They keep...
Michael Gambon?
No.
Those boots, though.
I mean, seriously, how many of these actors are in Harry Potter? I count.
There. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Uncle Vernon, yeah.
And that guy.
Yes, Uncle Vernon from fucking Harry Potter.
Okay.
And there's Michael Goff, who
Oh.
came out of retirement just to be in this movie.
He
Thank you.
would keep coming out of retirement
But that
for
guy,
Tim
the,
Burton
with
and
the,
Tim Burton
the
only.
Q-tip hair.
Why do I know that name?
Alfred.
Michael Goff is Alfred.
No. That's...
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
from
Alfred?
Yeah, sitting down with the mullet.
Sitting down with the 1980s rocker hair.
And there's Ian McDiarmid.
Yeah. No.
Okay, they've done a really good job at hiding these people then, because I don't see Alfred in them at all.
Well, this is also several years later.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah,
no,
he's
10?
also yeah.
Almost 10? That guy. Whatever the fuck his name is.
The principal for... No, not principal.
Yeah, the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day
Bueller.
Off.
Was he? I thought he was just the...
He was accused of some serious shit.
Yeah.
Like-
and he's also
the security
devil.
guy.
In Stay Tuned.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
There's Alfred.
Yeah, but that old fart.
Again, they're hiding the Alfred very well in his...
Well, he's not clean-shaven and bespectacled.
Yeah.
Or wrinkly in the face either.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the facial hair covers a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good makeup work.
Mm. You can hear it though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't hide the
Spend
Alfred
my
voice.
last remaining years.
It's Vichyssoise,
Yeah.
It's supposed to be cold.
world's greatest detective.
Yeah. Oh man, old school.
Yeah, you're right. We got him right here.
Shots fired.
This is twice now this poor man's had to deal with a detective.
Yeah.
Ah!
Walken doesn't actually have any proper lines in this film, does he?
No, I'm pretty sure all he goes is rah.
I forget what film. It's like I think it's Dead Zone, where Christopher Walken is a English teacher and he has his students read The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
The one where he goes into a coma and wakes up years later with psychic abilities?
I don't quite remember.
The Stephen King
That
work?
is a Stephen King book called The Dead Zone. That
Yeah.
also has a movie and
Which-
a TV series.
Yeah,
And I believe.
Which Walken did.
yeah. Then yeah,
and then,
that's
and
the
then
one where
what's his name redid.
yeah. But that's the one where he has his kids read The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which I always thought was a nice bit of unintentional foreshadowing.
Mm.
Huh.
Oh, I love this. You little bitches. When I play Left 4 Dead, I'm basically the headless horseman, except not on a horse. But like, I love, like, especially Evil Dead 2 because, or not Evil Dead, Left 4 Dead 2 because you have the melee weapons. I'll always run around with an axe, just chopping zombies' heads off.
Good call.
There's got to be a level of those like militiamen basically being like, "Dude, we have guns," but no.
I mean, they did shoot him off his horse.
True, and shoot his horse.
Ooh.
He looks like Roger Waters.
I will make you a true believer.
Mm-hmm. Holy Bible.
Seems a bit heavy.
Good. what you're supposed to do.
It's interesting. At this point, the United States have only been around for, 16 years?
Thereabouts, yeah.
She looks good for 16.
Ooh.
You know what I mean. I know it's 17 in the song. I get that. I'm a Beatles fan.
God, Sam, the song is 17. How could you not know that? You're not even a true Beatles fan.
Smog Monster.
From Lost?
One and the same.
Or Green Lantern.
Just so we're clear, he was a enclosure of sorts,
Basically in a tree fort.
but it low to the ground by the village, and he runs away from that.
That face should tell you everything you need to know, Josh. Fun story. Johnny Depp actually kept that horse after the production because he found out they were going to put it down because of its age.
Aw, poor horsey.
Did you know?
He kept it.
Did you know Jason Momoa's afraid of horses? And whenever he had to do scenes with horses in Conan, they had to use a stunt double. Still a great body, though.
I guess he should be glad they don't need horses in water.
Yeah.
Josh, you should be Ichabod Crane from Sleepy Hollow for Halloween and see how many people get it.
Which one?
All of them.
Player's choice.
Because I've sparsed out what it would take to cosplay as the one from
He
the
didn't
Fox
say
show.
cosplay. He said for Halloween. It's two different things.
Well, it's what everyone does on Halloween. It might as well be cosplay.
Only the lucky ones get to play.
Only the good die.
I always love it when they use those lower eyelids.
Makes sense to me.
What I like about Ichabod in this film is he's like Sherlock Holmes before Sherlock Holmes. The kind of like deductive reasoning that he uses in forensic science.
And not a pansy-ass school teacher.
Nobody is a pansy ass.
But
I mean,
not a school teacher.
How many times does he faint in this fucking movie?
I haven't really seen a faint yet.
We'll keep score.
I feel like that should be part of your costume too, Josh.
Regardless of whichever version you choose.
Yeah.
Obviously.
What was that movie that's coming out starring Finchy? It's like a witch film. Is it called called
The
The
Last
Witch?
Witch Hunter?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good looking film.
Yeah, The Witch.
Yeah. The Witch. That looks
Yeah.
pretty effective.
I got to remember what that movie is. I don't know, Josh or Chris, if you know. My sister showed me the trailer. It was like these two kids, and their mom is like wrapped in bandages, and it's like it looks like it's a foreign horror film, but it looks really, really good.
It's an Australian horror film.
Oh, do you know what it's called?
Not right off the top of my head. I hear good things though.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
To my knowledge, I've never heard of it.
The trailer looks pretty crazy. Did you like Johnny Depp in Dark Shadows, even though that movie's a little bit,
Awful.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not what's wrong with it per se.
Oh, yeah. No.
Do you have a favorite Johnny Depp performance off the top of your head? Josh, I'm assuming it's this.
This or the first Pirates.
Okay, yeah, I really love the first Pirates movie. I think I saw it 2 or 3 times in theaters.
This or Ed Wood?
Nice, nice.
Sounds about right. And I do like, Edward Scissorhands, of course, too.
Mm-hmm.
But then again,
There's always one.
Yeah, I've had like 25 years to love that film.
Yeah, I like him a lot in it's not his like a super showy one, but I like him a lot in Finding Neverland.
Oh, it's a phenomenal film.
It's one of my favorite movies of this past century, or this century. I mean, I think he was nominated for an Oscar for Finding Neverland, and rightfully so.
You regular like my ass.
I get just kind of like slapstick body horror in a second.
Yep. Like I said, comedy.
That'd be cool if they made a Sleepy Hollow video game. Like free roam. You could be Ichabod Crane or you could be the Headless Horseman.
Just lobbing off dudes' heads left and right.
You're giving Josh an erection right now.
While listening to The Trooper.
No, I'm just running through the complexities of how they could make an entertaining game out of that.
And getting a boner in the process.
The idea of the toads saying Ichabod is kind of a tribute to the animated film, the Disney animated film, where they do the same thing.
Yeah.
Ba
Black sheep.
Oh, and this too.
Duke. Metal as shit.
Is that the first time tonight you said that?
I've said it like 4 times already.
Yeah.
I think.
You said it within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, when the Scarecrow showed up, I think. But I mean, that's awesome.
I mean, scarecrows are just metal.
Ah.
One perfect shot.
Face. Bye.
Bye.
That's highly irregular.
Once.
Is that really fainting or being knocked unconscious?
I mean, I think he just was like relieved.
Look at them colors.
This kind of shows the Burton's common themes of, outsiders from society, and even as Batman explores those themes, but it's certainly present here too.
What are we supposed to be noticing from this?
Just like the themes of them being shunned by society, and
I see dead people.
even as as an adult, he's ostracized by both the authorities in New York and the people of Sleepy Hollow. But as a kid, him and his mom faced persecution too.
Because she was a witch.
According to that dude.
And also just an unwed mother.
Hmm.
That was very frowned upon in those times. Just
Don't
a
wanna
shot of water.
Drink too much.
I don't want to have to pee in the middle of the night.
She kind of looks like an anime character.
She does have big eyes.
Like a Powerpuff Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's Bubbles in this movie.
Nothing wrong with that.
But most of the time...
Buttercup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo! You think for Valentine's Day we should do Princess Bride?
Just
If we
throwing
all
that
did-
out
As you
there.
wish.
If Valentine's Day ever lands on a Monday.
We could make it a special release.
Okay.
Maybe from now on, Valentine's Day could be like rom-com day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could have like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I don't know why that was the first one that came to mind, but
I mean, I was
to be
like,
fair, next Valentine's Day is a Sunday.
yeah. I mean,
So-
we could do
Someday
Legends.
put a
Each
black
pick
day.
a romantic film.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
And then like
I picked Jerry Maguire. Yeah.
Once we have like a full February that's not already filled up, we can do like a whole month of romantic movies.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Ah.
It's a good one.
Fantastic.
Lots of dong in that one too.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
Almost as much as the Tom Bronson.
Yeah.
It's a very specific kind of self-harm.
Ever since I could remember, I've been popping my collar, popping my
Jesus.
collar. I've been
I haven't
working
heard
these
that.
hoes.
I haven't heard that song.
Maybe I need to lead off an episode with that rap.
Yeah.
That's one of the
Face
few.
down.
Or
Oh,
never
it's gonna
sing it
happen.
again. Just make it coincide with the week that this comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
Hawkeye?
Ollie.
One and the same.
Taking a piss.
No,
Should have drank that shot of water.
he's just got a big boner that he's got to hide.
Big boner. Sleepy boner. Boner Hollow. The legend of.
My
Penis.
penis. It was so easy in 1799.
Yeah. Your people call it magic. My people call it science.
Yeah. One and the same.
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, your ancients called it magic. You call it science. I come from a place where it's one and the same.
Wasn't there also a scene like that in John Carter?
I wouldn't know.
Oh.
I'm going to assume so.
There's, I think, the scene with Deja Thoris and John Carter. They kind of talk about that. And they're like, yo, by the way, you're on Barsoom, dude. He's like, what the fuck?
Barsoom?
Yeah.
I'm from Jarsoom.
Yeah. God, I wish that would, like, get a franchise.
Yeah. Rights have reverted back to the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate.
Probably another 100 years till we get one. Did you ever see the animated clips they did that they were going to have from, like, the 60s or 70s?
Nah.
Looked fantastic.
You want to see what happens to Uncle Vernon? It's not well. You are not the father.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I don't know.
Da-da-da-da-da. I got it, Sam.
Thank you.
Giles theme.
Now he's off to go yell at a small British boy that isn't his.
The only way that he can get hard.
The English are quite a odd bunch. I don't think I've ever heard of Ba.
Bod?
Duke. It looks just like the scarecrows from Live and Let Die.
Is he holding up an Egyptian ankh? Is that the term?
Yeah.
Vinnie Vincent.
It's a it's the kind of crosses that they have in Celtic stuff. It's not an ankh, it's a Celtic cross.
Okay. But somewhat similar?
Well, I mean, it's a cross with circular bits added to it.
Huh.
Yeah. So if you're just whoa, got some head.
Okay, that was fainting.
That's
To be fair, Anybody would faint on that shit.
But that's not the only time.
I don't know. I might applaud the Horseman. Good show. Good show. Do it again.
That was a man's head.
Two.
That one isn't as cool.
It's when scenes like this pop up that it just screams Burton.
Burton.
This is the Burton that we see, really, with Edward Scissorhands and to a lesser extent Alice in Wonderland.
Willy Wonka, the remake.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm aware. It was the remake. Thank you.
You mean Gene Wilder's version didn't have a scene like this?
Yeah. Oh, you mean
No,
Tim
I think
Burton?
actually
Tim
this
Burton
might
didn't
have.
direct the movie in the 70s? No, he didn't. In fact, direct the movie in the 70s.
I don't know. I feel like I gotta check IMDb on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can fly. Can you? No.
What year did this come out?
I want to say 99.
It seems right. I was about to make a comment about how this sounds a lot like, the Batman 89 flashback theme. And I was like, oh, right. Because it's Danny Elfman and Tim Burton.
Because it is. Well, no one needs to be fobbed off at all.
Why not Top Men?
Beat me to it.
Who are you gonna call?
Well, when you say it out loud, it just kind of sounds dumb.
Listen, do you smell something?
They're going to see an old crone, right?
Do you think this is Macbeth or something?
No, I'm just recalling from memory.
Maybe he thinks it's The Shining.
Maybe he's using a child as a human shield. There she is. Also reminds me of the 13th Warrior. Though that cave system was far more extensive.
But she is an old crone, though, right? In this character?
I mean, we'll see in a second. Which to his own?
Not a fan of St. Louis.
Or Arizona.
Or Virginia? This is not for young eyes.
You mean this isn't for 5-year-olds?
Yeah. Nice.
Damn.
That's a... What do you think of the Batman franchise?
Or just a really big fan of Ozzy.
Yeah.
She didn't bite it.
I'm sure she doesn't have the teeth for it.
Too much meth.
Mm-hmm.
Father, do you hear me? Ugh.
That was your Large Marge moment earlier, though.
Not even close to as terrifying. I still have trouble watching Large March.
Mm.
Tomato, tomato.
Potato, potato.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Kids.
The worst.
You know who I feel like draws very much like Tim Burton movies look is Jay Lee, especially his Gotham in Batman Superman. Just like twisted trees everywhere, and it's always dark and like that one.
Man, Grandma will have seen some better days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How metal is a tree that bleeds?
It's pretty metal.
Pretty fucking metal.
This is like pre-Sweeney Todd shit. When he's killing Borat. I love that movie.
Well, this would have been something planted in the front of Christopher Lee's estate.
Christopher Leave.
Lee's.
I know,
Christopher.
I know. I was making a joke about leaves.
That kid's job for this entire scene is to be held by Christina Ricci. How jealous are you, Chris?
I'm pretty fucking jealous. You don't even know about the.
You don't even know, man.
I would have done the job for free.
Yeah. I mowed that lawn for free.
What an endowed skeleton.
Only you, Sam.
Or take heed.
Metal.
For science. Remember when Ichabod started this movie and he was all like, oh, science this, science that, and there's no supernatural. Meh.
Yeah.
Remember when he was perfectly fine with like looking at dead bodies, but whenever he comes in contact with blood, he's suddenly like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, Josh?
Oh, I remember.
Fuck you, Josh.
Mummy, look at this. I'm going to light the candles, Mummy.
Are you my mummy?
What's he gonna do? Floss?
Ugh.
Yeah, you are aware he hears us whenever we fuck, right?
Fucking gingers. Soulless heathens. Did I leave the portal to hell open?
I always forget.
Duel of Fates.
Right. I mean, you're half right with the swordsman here. Since Ray Park was Darth Maul and the headless horseman. Oh, damn.
Look what I have.
Honey, I made dinner. and then it just winks like Freddy.
Yeah.
That was pretty metal.
I love the Spurs, man.
I sense a disturbance.
Yeah, I haven't felt since.
Walk away.
Yeah, just the look like that they have of the Headless Horseman is so great.
Yeah.
He looks like Stephen Amell with that hair. I can't stop thinking about that. Like Island Stephen Amell.
Want to know why?
Why?
They're probably both fake.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
Same.
Although,
wig.
funny enough, his looks better
Well,
years earlier than Stephen Amell's.
yeah.
That's
Mel's
That's
is a
because
really
Arrow sucks.
Mel's is a really bad CW budget wig.
Yeah. Well, once it got longer and he was able to get it wet, and not have it look like on the boat.
Yeah,
It
they just
looked
bought him a better wig.
Yeah, it looked a little better.
I like how in the later seasons they just were like, we'll just put a beanie on him all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Curious about the whole "they have guns" thing, Sam?
I meant when he was alive.
But yes, indeed.
Still didn't
he
make a
did have
difference.
gun. Well, it's because it's Stephen Amell. He doesn't have a bow and arrow, so he doesn't know what to do.
No, it's Casper Van Dyne. He needs one of those gigantic ass assault rifle things.
And a handheld atomic bomb.
Yeah. Jump on the back of that armored bug and drop a bomb in it.
Yeah. You know what this is?
Man, I think he's about to come apart at the seams. Not him. He's fine. Apparently when they started filming this scene, early, I don't know if it was during rehearsals or when they first started filming, Casper Van Dyne broke his finger, but he didn't let anybody know because he's like, I don't want my role reduced. I want to be in this fight all the way.
Damn.
Oh, she's got Freddy versus Jason. If he didn't have a broken finger, he would have been able to last longer.
It was lasted the longest out of everyone else that's gone up against him.
Again, that feint is warranted.
Yeah, I feel like that was also brought on by shock and blood loss.
Yeah, getting stabbed. Allowed.
That whole
I would say
getting
there's been
stabbed
3
thing.
feints, and one of them is, funny. The other 2 were warranted.
They were just
Always a fucking crow's foot.
hacking up small rodents left and right.
To be fair, a crow's a bird.
And
It was an honest
And a
mistake,
pigeon is a dove.
like the pigeon and the dove, man. This is what it sounds like when pigeons cry.
I was talking about the actors.
Every every swallow, Josh.
Yeah, I feel like every gulp that you just made was captured.
Yeah, I thought it was Johnny Depp like drinking water, and I was like, "Damn, that sounds really intense." And I was like, "Oh, it's that damn dew shine."
I tried, guys. I tried.
It doesn't help that you've got the most sensitive mic.
Yeah.
Oh, this part's so metal. It's Iron Maiden.
Excellent.
Invaders. Dun, 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 dun. Are you my mummy? Yes.
Ah, if only Christina Ricci was there.
Every time I woke up in a cold sweat.
Fucking like knock her out. Oh, Christina Ricci. Nature. Whisper. Celery.
I don't have to cuss in my raps to sell records.
That's right, Chris. Neither do I. My hair is perfect. Nothing beats in this world the Johnny Depp smirk that he does in every movie. One of my favorite instances of that is in the in Sweeney Todd at the end when the judge walks in. He's like, "How about a shave?" And he has like the little like smirk thing. And he's like, "I'm gonna fuck him up," and he does. Benjamin Barker, and just stabs him. There's no more blood left. It's sprayed everywhere. Fucking metal. You know what I'm talking about, Josh?
No, I don't.
Oh. You should watch that movie.
I think I'll pass.
It's good, man.
I mean, you like this movie.
Yeah, it's just a musical, and the music's great.
It's basically this, the musical.
Yeah, and how much more blood and violence is in that one?
A lot of blood.
Yeah, I'm good.
But Benedict, or no.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch isn't in it, though.
Sorry. Isn't Snape in it?
Yeah, yes.
Alan Rickman, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was supposed to, they wanted it to be Christopher Lee.
Mm.
If I want Alan Rickman, I'll see Dogma.
Or Die Hard?
Or Sleepy Hollow. I mean, or Sweeney Todd. Damn it! Fuck you, Josh.
Or Dogma.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh, that was on recently, and I watched it. I had like the special edition too. I remember one time
Prince of Thieves?
dude, I
Yeah, he's the sheriff.
Oh, that's right.
he
For
chews
a
the fucking
second,
scenery. I remember one
For
time.
a second, I thought he was he was in Men in Tights.
I remember
No,
one
it's someone
time I posted the shot or the little video where Kevin Costner fires the flaming arrow, and I was like on Facebook, I was like, "This is so freaking cool!" Like, you know, this is how, look at how awesome this is. And our buddy Chad wrote, "That's the only thing flaming."
Oh,
man.
Chad.
Yeah, Chad's a good one. He's Uncle Chad now.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody really know the secret to this life or where they keep it? Kind of sad when you really don't know the meaning, but everything happens for a reason.
A reason.
Sam, are you stroking?
Oh,
well, what do you
I
mean?
think you need to be a little bit more specific when you ask Sam such a question.
under my thumb.
Do you smell toast?
That's not
Do you
what.
taste copper?
Yeah. Smell something a lot different.
Semen. Smells like balls.
Why are we here?
I was just in the bat cave.
I think his last movie was he again came out of retirement for his boy Tim Burton for Alice in Wonderland.
Alfred was in Alice in Wonderland as well.
Mm-hmm. I think he voiced. I think he was just a voice of one of the characters, because he would have been very old.
Probably the rabbit, if I had to guess.
I only saw the
Well,
movie. I only saw the
guessed
movie
wrong.
once, but
I mean, I don't know, but he was the dodo bird.
oh, nice.
He was also Elder Gutnicht in Corpse Bride.
Mm-hmm. Again, like I said, I think he's just. If Tim Burton needed him, he was there. I think I've mentioned it like probably every time we've watched the movie with Mr. Alfred. If you haven't read Michael Keaton's letter he wrote after Michael Goff passed away, it's really sweet. I think he refers to him as my Alfred.
He's my Alfred.
Oh yeah. I feel like this is a great scene to get Michael Goff in because it's very much feels like a play, you know, this like long kind of, even though it's multiple different shots and angles, but it's just kind of the one set, and you know he seems very much like a stage actor.
Yeah.
What's Christina Ricci doing these days? Ricci.
She just done a bit as Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, that was really good, actually.
Mm.
It's the last thing I remember seeing her in. What?
I have no idea what that is.
Lizzie Borden got an axe, gave her father 50 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her mother 51. I might have mixed up mother and father.
It's one of the early American serial killers. Maybe not serial killers.
But one of the.
She was accused of killing her family.
Huh.
He's terrified of spiders too.
To be fair,
world's greatest detective.
to be fair, so am I.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of spiders either.
Yeah, to be fair, Chris, they're fucking evil things.
Yeah, they are, but I don't.
Look at my thing I made.
The Eye of Sauron.
Looks friendly from up there.
Interesting. She was Lizzie Borden in both Lizzie Borden Took an Axe in 2014 and the Lizzie Borden Chronicles in 2015.
Wonder what her chronicles are, like a trial or something? Because it's a pretty open and shut case. She was found holding an axe over her family.
But no traces of blood.
Yeah.
Because supposedly she did it naked.
And the case was so, scandalized that's where that children's rhyme came from.
It's the first I ever heard of that children's rhyme.
Was it on grounds of insanity or just lack of
evidence? Because, like I said, there was no trace of blood on her.
The first real American serial killer, at least documented, is H.H. Holmes, the Devil in the White City.
I love that. Wait, what? The Devil of what?
The Devil in the White City.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Atlantic City, and I was like, no, it was Chicago.
Yeah. That was the name of the book, The Devil in the White City.
Yeah, with the murder hotel.
The weird thing about this film is it just alternates day to night, like, with no reason or rhyme. They're just like, hey, it's daytime now. Fuck it.
Well, it takes so long to ride around that it would switch between day and night.
Like, it's been, like, by this estimate, it's been, like, over a week.
Yeah.
Burn.
Did the horse really need to buck up like that?
Yes. Yes, it did.
Come on, dramatic effect.
You won't see me, you won't see me.
Huh?
That's what... Yeah.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
What do you think of the movie The Ninth Gate?
Oh, the Johnny
Weird.
Depp one?
Yes.
Where, like, hell is, nothing. hanged himself.
Hanged himself.
It's the angriest wound I've ever seen.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm cut.
Yeah.
For the audience listening, Sam is actually pantomiming a cut on his hand talking, not just saying the words.
Bueller. Yeah, come on, let's get Ben Stein in on this too. Is it Michael Gambon that goes out the hardest in this film? Either that or Casper Van Dien, now that I think about it.
Well, to date, I'd say Van Dyne.
This is like that scene in Pacific Rim when Day Charlie realizes that the kaiju is after him, and he's in that little bunker in Japan, and everyone's like, "No, get away from us!"
To be fair, being bludgeoned with a cross sucks too.
Yeah. He's resourceful.
Well, he is German.
Stay away from the windows. Oh no. Get over here. Michael Gambon goes out pretty hard too.
Yeah.
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 Like, because he's not even completely dead yet. Okay, now he's, clearly.
Arguably.
Yeah.
I mean,
What was that South Park? Just like,
Oh, when Butters, they pretend to kill Butters, so they put clothes on a pig and throw it off the top of a building, and it hits the ground and explodes. And I think it's the cop or the EMT walks up and tries to check the pulse, and it's just like a chunk of flesh, and he's like, he didn't
it's
make
a devil's
it.
trap. Yeah? Yeah, Josh? Nothing? Nothing. What a dick.
No, I got the reference.
Oh, okay, good. Just stood there stoic.
Gonna take the word of a servant boy just of what it is. What kind of idiot is he?
I hardly knew ye, but I love thee. It's like Mr. and Mrs. Johnny Depp forever.
I shall now devote my life to magic.
Thank you, sir.
He's got some really fantastic hair in this movie.
Yeah, he does. This is at its craziest, though. Most of the movie, it's been pretty well kept. That's what I've been paying attention to most. His hair.
I mean, that's obviously what happens to your hair when you're beaten down by reason, right?
Oh.
That's why I stay as far away from reason as possible.
Bye. I listened to The Cure.
Ever see that movie, The Libertine, where he's like the sexual nobleman?
No, actually.
Oh.
Sounds like your kind of position.
He did it shortly after Pirates 2, I think.
It rings a bell, but yeah, did not see that one.
I was just thinking about it because he's always riding in stagecoaches in that movie too, and it's also around this period. The trailer was really dumb.
Stop the taxi.
There's a feint for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's from her not dead stepmom.
Yeah, it's warranted.
And it's also not Johnny Depp.
Also, was that dude like totally
Yeah.
popping a squat?
Yeah. Oh, I was just taking a shit, and then all of a sudden my stagecoach was gone. Can't even take a shit. Mine.
You know what's fucking metal?
They look like Ghost Rider.
You know what's fucking metal?
This.
I was gonna say skulls, but yes.
Skulls, yes.
Nay, motherfucker.
He's like, I am the coolest. Just looks like a flaming skull right there, and it just looks awesome. Damn.
That was fucking metal.
Lizzie Borden status.
The prosthetics in this movie are like top notch, even even for 1999.
Yeah.
You know.
Exposition. Apparently, this lady was a big fan of James Bond movies.
As should we all.
She's like, oh, right. My final victim. I need to tell them the entire story.
Relate to us how it's... Well, you'll conquer the earth because of it.
Mm-hmm. And why it's not your fault. It's everyone else's fault.
Here's the thing. Like, we know she's like the bad guy. They could have just skipped all of this shit and been like, she's the bad guy because movie.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the reveal that she was the little girl.
Yeah, but she just could have been like, it was me, remember that? Ugh. But I feel like that's, very...
Yeah.
It works well with this type of kind of genre piece.
Yeah.
No.
Now.
Unlimited power.
Democracy!
The democracy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Oh shit, that was awesome.
Yeah.
From my from my
perspective, the Jedi are evil.
Yeah.
And what's the worst one of all time, Sam?
You turned against me!
Yeah. That delivery.
Yeah, but yeah. Anakin, can't you see that the Sith are evil? From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Shattered glass. Fuck you.
Potentially, the people listening to this have no idea what you're talking about.
In a month, listeners, you're going to be getting a couple commentaries that you're going to fucking love or fucking hate. Either way, download
It's
and
gonna be a
listen.
great show. Shattered glass. I want a Miata.
It's like the end of Dick Tracy.
30 seconds, no more dick.
Yeah.
30 seconds, no more dick.
Can't you see I love you? It's kind of like the end of fucking Batman.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
We got to get you to the church on time.
To be fair, I would rather square off against the Joker than this guy.
Yeah, you just got to jump the.
You wouldn't punch a guy with glasses, would you?
Yeah.
For democracy.
Anakin, don't touch anything.
Didn't Army of Darkness have a burning windmill as well?
It didn't have a burning one, but it did have a windmill.
Yeah, just an abandoned one where Ash fights Ash.
I don't think it burnt down. I mean, we just watched it 2 weeks ago. Wink.
Yeah. Surprised you weren't in on that one, Josh.
It's almost like we recorded it last year,
Yeah.
but 2 weeks ago.
Funny thing how time travel works.
Yeah.
Gets all
Then
jumbled
again-
up in your head.
Then again, he wasn't there for half the James Bond movies or something like that. Or any of the James Bond? Nah, it's like we recorded
Not a
those
one,
months
yeah.
ago.
Were you actually in on one?
I seem to remember. I thought I was.
Yeah.
It's
Skyfall?
Yeah. I need to peer review those. Either way,
Goldeneye.
Johnny Depp always has that kind of like hiss, like. "Ee."
Yes, shoot him. Because it worked so many times earlier in the movie.
Well, it seemed to work there.
You worked there.
Fun fact: Johnny Depp insisted on doing all the kind of like horse stunts where he's like being dragged here, kind of like I guess inspired by Harrison Ford, for Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's wearing like bullet-proof like clothing to kind of reduce the chafing to his body.
It's impressive stretching, being able to get his leg all the way
Yeah.
up there.
It reminds me at the beginning of Hammer Horror's Dracula 1972 AD, where Van Helsing and Dracula are fighting on the stagecoach in the beginning.
Keep lucking out with that weird stagecoach orientation, messing with the Headless Horseman's ability to chop at you.
It's a pretty great choreographed action scene.
Yeah. Squish. And get shot.
Damn. Thanks, bro.
Now
Catch Johnny Blaze.
shit's about to get metal.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, if they had kept it like that for a little while and like had his like flesh like slowly grow back.
Oh, yeah.
Although this is pretty fucking metal too.
Oh yeah. Still looks good.
But I think like an actual like just like skull head, like Ghost Rider status. Have they had like a medieval Ghost Rider or something like that where he's riding a horse?
Well, they've gone through like that centuries in the Jason Aaron run.
I ruined your book.
Yeah. I hope you don't want this.
There's some kick-ass contacts.
What are you talking about? Those are natural eyes.
You know, because it's Christopher Walken, I almost believe you.
I love you. Here's to us.
Don't you know I love you?
I feel like that's how Christopher Walken actually kisses people. You think Christopher Walken liked the fact that he didn't have to memorize any lines for this movie?
Probably loved it.
You mean they just want me to be crazy? Done. And it just lifts its middle finger.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. Oh, sure. After all of that, a hand sticking out of a tree. That's what... Okay.
The adrenaline finally tapering off.
Boner.
Party like it's 1799.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
There's your fucking sequel. And I don't understand any of it.
I understood it all. Except for where home is. It's very relative.
You mean you don't recognize any of that?
No.
Huh.
Well, wait, no, that's City Hall. Okay, I know where they are. That's where Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, their hidden hideout is.
Ah.
The City Hall subway station. Which you can still... It's closed down, which is why they were able to film there. But if you ride the 6 train all the way down to its southernmost station, it turns around by driving through the City Hall station.
Yager,
And
good job.
you can stay on the
He was
train
originally
while they do
supposed to
that.
direct.
Hmm.
But then Tim Burton was like, fuck you, I want to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Sleepy Hollow. What'd you guys think?
Yes, it's always a good time. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so it was nice to watch it again.
Yeah, thank you, Josh, for picking it.
Good job, Josh.
Yeah,
Yep.
way to not fuck up, Josh.
Yeah.
Well, it finds a nice balance of horror, blood, and supernatural.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's
Supernatural, the TV show, even.
only the first 5 seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
You mean there's more seasons to Supernatural?
Yes.
Just fan fiction.
Depends on who you ask. But yeah, man, that's Sleepy Hollow. So we're not quite done with Halloween Horror Month yet. So tune in later, and you'll see what we got coming up next. This has been another Geek Out commentary. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Good night.